We are back with Bible book overview, and today we're going to be looking at the book of Leviticus. And Leviticus isn't a book I hear many people talk about, but it is based in the Old Testament and it is the third book of the Bible. The author of Leviticus is known to be Moses, and it was written in 1400 BC. Now the time period covers 1400 BC through to 70 AD, and Leviticus contains many laws for the Hebrew people, and that's why it's often not studied by Christians today, because Jesus freed us from the letter of the law. Now Leviticus, meaning about the Levites, describes how the family line should lead the Israelites in worship. And the book provides ceremonial laws as opposed to the models of Exodus, describing offerings to God, dietary restrictions, and purification rites. And then special holy days, including Sabbath, Passover, and the Day of Atonement, are commanded. And in chapter 1 to 16, we see the way to God through sacrifice. And in chapter 17 to 23, we see the walk with God by sanctification. And there are two famous verses from the book. And the first one is Leviticus chapter 17, verse 11, which says, "For the life of the flesh is in the blood, and I have given it for you on the altar to make atonements for your souls. For it is the blood that makes atonement by the life." And then we have chapter 19, verse 18, which says, "You shall not take vengeance or bear a grudge against the sons of your people, but you shall love your neighbor as yourself. I am the Lord." And here are some important takeaways from this book. The first one is Leviticus is mostly laws that kept the Hebrew people safe, healthy, and peaceful. And it is decreed in this book that the priest shall be members of the tribe of Levi and descendants of Moses, his brother Aaron. Now Moses describes things that are considered unclean, such as various animals and insects. And God's purpose was to protect people from germs and unhealthy living. Moses also teaches the Day of Atonement, and it is a ceremony that takes place only once a year, and the high priest enters into a holy of holies place, the most special part of the tabernacle, and offers a sacrifice to God for sins on the entire nation, and no one else could go in there but the high priest. And if we was to sum up this book in 10 words or less, it would be: a holy God explains how to worship him. And some final words on this is, we don't live under the rules of Leviticus anymore, but we still serve a holy God. Therefore, we should treat him as such. And as you delve deeper into this book, may the Lord give you wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. God bless.